Okay, so get this, listeners. This one you sent in, it's a wild one. It's Elon Musk, Jennifer Lopez, and a blast from the past. It's making headlines.
Yeah, it's really strange. You have this tech giant, and he's going after a pop icon.
It's a strange triangle of controversy, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's about J-Lo's relationship with Sean Diddy Combs from years ago, over 20 years.
We aren't here to gossip, though.
Right, of course not.
We just want to dive into what Musk is claiming and why it's making news and all that.
It's important to remember that he's making these accusations, and there's no evidence.
Yeah, like he's saying that Jennifer Lopez can't be trusted
Right.
because of her past relationship with Diddy. It's like she should have known about something bad back then.
Well, that relationship ended a long time ago, like over 20 years.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
the couple back then, late 90s, early 2000s, always in the tabloids.
For sure.
Even that whole nightclub thing.
Oh, yeah, that was a big deal.
It really was.
But still, we're talking ancient history here. So why is Musk bringing this up now? Especially since it seems connected to J-Lo's political views these days.
That's a good question. J-Lo has built a very specific image, right? One of empowerment and success.
Definitely.
And she uses her platform for good.
Yeah.
Endorsing Kamala Harris, speaking out on important issues.
Seems like Musk wants to use this old relationship to discredit her current views.
Yeah. Like she can't be trusted now because of who she dated way back then.
Exactly.
That's guilt by association.
Ah.
It's used to attack someone without actually addressing what they're saying or doing. Musk is saying J-Lo's past is somehow affecting her present.
Which doesn't make much sense.
It really doesn't.
Seems like he's trying to undermine her, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with how big his platform is. Musk has millions of followers.
He does.
So when he says something, it has a big impact on people.
One little tweet can set the internet on fire. It can really control how people see a person or an issue.
And the big question is, what's his motive?
Yeah, is he actually concerned about something, or is he trying to be strategic about this?
It's definitely confusing. Plus, everyone on social media is going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are defending both J-Lo and Musk.
Oh, wow.
It's turning into a huge online debate.
So interesting, right? Celebrity culture and relationships and accusations without evidence all colliding.
It really is fascinating.
And it shows how these things shape public opinion in real time.
Yeah, definitely.
Wild stuff.
It is.
The timing is strange, right?
Yeah,
Why say all this now?
it does feel calculated, like he's doing this to discredit her. I don't know how to see it any other way.
This brings us to the whole power dynamics thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have Musk, this tech giant.
Right?
He's a free speech absolutist.
Yeah, I've heard him say that.
Huge influence online.
Oh, absolutely.
And his words have power, you know?
Definitely.
He knows it too.
And J-Lo, while powerful in her own way,
Yes.
she's in a totally different world.
Right.
Image and perception are everything to her.
For sure.
Her brand is all about positivity
Yeah.
and these accusations,
Yeah.
even if there's no proof.
They can do a lot of damage.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's like he's trying to use his platform to silence her.
Interesting take.
Like he's trying to take away her voice.
It makes you think about responsibility, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you have that much influence, I mean,
It's a big question, for sure.
is it right to use it like that, to spread these claims?
Especially when there are real consequences for the person you're targeting.
Exactly. Is this punching down, using power against someone who doesn't have as much?
It's a tough one.
It is.
And this whole age of information,
Oh my gosh, yes.
it's so hard to know what's true.
So
How do we navigate
it's
this?
a constant battle.
Yeah.
That's why media literacy is so important.
What's that?
You know, being able to really look at the information you're taking in.
Right.
Don't just believe everything you see online.
Especially from these big influencers
Yes.
who probably have their own agendas.
Right, you have to dig deeper.
Okay.
Ask questions, look for evidence
Got it.
before you decide what you think.
That's harder than it sounds.
It is. Especially with social media algorithms.
Oh, yeah.
That love drama.
They do.
They want controversy.
This story has both.
It does.
Oh, sure.
And that's why we need to do these deep dives.
I agree.
Take the time to unpack these stories.
Yeah.
Analyze everything.
Right.
So we can make informed judgments.
We can't let the algorithms control us.
You can't.
So what happens to J-Lo now? How does she deal with this?
That's the question, isn't it?
Will this hurt her career? Her image?
It's hard to say.
Is she going to say something publicly?
I don't know. Maybe she'll ignore it, hope it goes away.
Maybe.
Or maybe she'll address it head
Or
on.
make it even bigger.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
And don't forget the fans.
Oh,
They're
right.
going crazy, too.
They are.
Defending their idols, you know.
They're part of this whole thing.
Absolutely.
It's how celebrity culture and social media and power all mix together these days.
It's a lot.
It is.
The stakes are so high.
They really are.
It's a wild ride.
For sure.
This whole thing makes you wonder about truth and influence and who's accountable for what they say.
It does.
Can anyone just get discredited by a tweet?
That's a scary thought.
It is.
We have to be careful.
Definitely.
And we need to expect more from people with power and influence.
I agree. It makes you think,
Yeah.
about how much scrutiny celebrities are under.
Yeah, it's constant.
Every little thing they do.
Every relationship.
Every word.
It's all analyzed.
Like they're always under a microscope.
They are.
But it's easy to forget that they're human.
Oh, absolutely.
They make mistakes.
They have flaws.
They feel pressure.
Just like us.
But still, their words have power.
Yeah.
Especially someone like Musk.
Oh, for sure.
One tweet from him, and everything explodes.
Media goes crazy.
People freak out.
Financial markets react.
It's kind of mind-blowing.
It is.
So much influence.
Makes you wonder about responsibility, right?
Yeah, like how accountable should they be for what they say? I mean,
it's a huge question.
it is, especially in this case.
Right, like, why did Musk say all this about J-Lo now?
That's what we've been trying to figure out, right?
The big mystery.
Was he trying to hurt her reputation?
Maybe.
Did he just blurt it out without thinking?
Could be.
Or is there something else going on entirely?
Who knows?
It's hard to say.
But we know there are consequences.
Absolutely.
This whole online debate.
It's crazy.
All the speculation.
And J-Lo's image.
Yeah, it's probably taken a hit.
Probably.
It just shows how powerful information can be.
Even if it's not true.
It spreads so fast these days.
Like wildfire.
And it can cause real damage.
Real damage.
So we have to be careful.
More than ever.
We can't believe everything we see online.
Especially from these influential people.
Right. They have their own agendas.
They do.
It's like we're all detectives now.
I like that analogy. Trying to figure out what's real.
And what's not.
It's exhausting.
It is. But it's important.
It is.
And sometimes the most important clues are the things that are missing.
Oh, interesting.
The stuff nobody's talking about.
The silent voices.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what's the one thing you want our listeners to take away?
Think critically.
Okay.
We're bombarded with information constantly.
We are.
Don't just get swept up in the drama.
Right.
Take a step back.
Okay.
Question everything.
Got it.
Look for different perspectives.
Makes sense.
Form your own opinions.
Don't just take someone's word for it,
Exactly.
especially if they're powerful.
Do your own research.
Think for yourself.
That's the most important thing.
Great advice.
Thanks.
Stay curious, everyone.
Stay critical.
And keep diving deep.
We'll see you next time.